Hello, everyone. Today's training is about how to create your Google Forms. So you can share with clients and you can get the quotes on a more organized way. So you have all the information you need for what the customer is looking for their trips or their vacations. I'm going to start sharing my screen. And I'm gonna start kind of sharing how mine looks. I personally, I have my quote links on my link pod. It's kind of like a link tree, but I use one that is called link pod. Uh, on mine, I have the different type of quotes separate by category. Eh, I I saw this for another agent, and I kind of like the idea, so I implement that on my own. I'm gonna be sharing my links, so if you need it, I'm gonna share it on the chat right now. You are more than welcome to copy, the formula, the forms. Of course, changing your information, your contact information, and all your information, right? Uh, so you can take it as an idea to create your own forms. Okay, so let's start. First, when you are on your Google, the first thing that I will recommend you to do is to make sure that you are on the right account. In my case, I have multiple accounts, so I would choose the one that I use for clients. So make sure you are on your right account because all the forms are going to be linked to that email. So in my case, I wanted to be linked to the email that I use for my customers. After you are on your right email, you're going to come to all these apps. Oh, hold on, let me just change it. Okay. So I don't know why I still show it in Spanish. It should have changed for English. But let me go and you're gonna find forms. And you're gonna be here in this page. And again, I don't know why it is. Oh, okay, let me just change it again. Sorry. Okay. It will look like this, forms. And here are all my forms. I would recommend to start from zero, creating a blank form, because this one already have like pre-made questions, but honestly, you need to create your own. So I feel like it's going to be more work trying to edit every single questions than start fresh from the beginning. So we're going to come here and click on blank form, and it's going to open a new form just like this. Okay. So with the link that I share with you, you can use it as an example to create your own forms. For this example, we can use a general quote. So you can just come here and kind of copy the information and then, just edit the information as you go to see what works better for you. For this presentation, I'm just gonna kind of copy this and paste it here. Okay. So general quote request. And I just put the information. Please fill out this form below to receive your free no obligation quote. Select the answer that applied. Prices are subject to change until a deposit is paid or it is booked, of course. If you copy, just make sure to edit the contact information, of course. I have my email in here. And pretty much I just said, about myself, like what do I do? And also, the services. I do say personally that my services, are free, and that I'm paid by travel vendors, so there is no cost to the customer. Just because a lot of people don't know the travel agents is pretty much free and that we get commission directly from vendors, except for flights, of course, but um, they, you don't be so specific about things. But I do make this clear. And I also put, my response time. Like, yeah, I get back to you within 24 hours, 1 to 2 business days, or whatever is the time frame that you want to have to get back to your customers. Now we start with the questions. We can come back here again, name, email, phone number, and start already with question number 1. And you put like, oh my goodness, sorry, I have the language just mixed. I was about to put it in Spanish, so my brain is like, nope. Okay, name, and if you click here, it's going to show you what type of answer do you want. If you want a short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down list. For name, I'm going to do, just a short answer. And you have 2 options to put the next question. You can click here on add questions or just duplicate the same question. Oh, other thing that I would do is do mandatory on these questions because I want to know, the customer's name. Then we're going with email, we can copy because again, short answer, a phone number. Oops, of course. Oh, just need to edit this. Leave it mandatory, short answer. Now this one is going to be different. You can do this, or we're going to do this one this time. Preferred contact. I'm going to erase this. And I don't want checkboxes. I want multiple option. So we can put here by text. Another one, email, call. And if you click on add other, it automatically will just add this option, others. And when they click this, it's going to let them write what is the best option for them. The destination, we can do again, just add another question. And this one we can do like paragraph, just in case they have a pretty long, or multi-city destinations that they want to do or tour, so they can put all the destinations they want on these. How many travelers? And you pretty much are doing that. So that's the way that you can like copy, the questionnaire for your own forms. And you go either duplicating or adding a question. And you do all of this. I try to do as like not too long of a questionnaire, but also not too short. Kind of give me at least enough information so I can look my customer for a good package or a good options, depending on what they want. I'm not gonna do the whole form, but that is just to give you the basics, how you can go creating each questions to touch base on other information. So when you have already your form, you can personalize. you go at the top on customize theme, and then you can change, the text, the header, the questions, the text, the what the size. You can select the colors that you want. You can match it according to your logo or your social media pages to do something like related, or you can just change it depending the type of form that you're working on. I think I have mine a little different depending what they're quoting. If it's a cruise, maybe like a blue, or if it's like Disneyland, maybe like a pinkish or something. You can add another color, customize colors. So that's really good. And add. The other thing is the header. A header. Sorry. So you can choose a different themes or pictures that you can put at the top of your quote. I use this also on mine to kind of identify the type of quote, you know. So you can, just go through all of this. We can choose this one, for example, add, and after you add, it's gonna look, like this. And also on the pictures, you can actually upload one on your own. You can create one on ChatGPT and if you want, and create it. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you can upload your own picture if you want and put it there. Oh, let me just go back. Okay. After you have your form the way that you want it to look, then we are going to go to configuration. So, consider responses, some feedback, no. Answers, let me see. You can collect, verified, or person to respond. I think I have it like that for now. You will have access to the answers anyways. Allow immediate responses. No, I don't have that. Limit to one response, but one. So just making sure everything looks good. Okay, here is another thing that I have, and edit the replay. Every time that someone answer or submit a form, so you can put something like thank you, for your request. Or we received your request for a quote. I think sounds better. And you put like your time, for example. You can put, this also use ChatGPT or something to make it sound better. And if you like it, how it sounds is the confirmation that they're going to receive. Then you do like keep. Okay, after you have that in there, let's go to answers. So here you're going to see the responses for people when they file your form. And on these three dots, you need to check this. Receive an email notifications if there are new replies. That way, every time someone file the form, you're gonna receive an email saying, "Hey, you have a new request," and you can keep track of them. Make sure this is activated because it's easy to miss. If no, it's going to be here, and unless you are getting into your forms constantly, you might miss, when someone have sent you a response. After you have all your forms ready to post, then you come here and you click post, and again post. This, oh my gosh, and again, sorry, this is just getting me everything in Spanish. Okay, so pretty much said that the responders, anyone who has the link can file, your form. So right now, I'm not gonna post this one, but I was going to show you when your form is already posted. It's gonna look like this. So it's already published, have all the information, and to share the link, you're gonna have it here. Every time you click this link, it's gonna give you your link. Just do a copy, and then you can paste it on your link tree, or whatever you have for the links. I usually have it this way, so you can put it on your link tree. Every time you create, just paste the link there and put the name that you want, for the form. Is what I share with my customers is this. I think it looks better, and they can select whatever they want. But pretty much that is what I have for all of you. Let me stop sharing my recording right now.